So they base everything still off of spirits. And like Elder Ricard was saying, when they inject you, they injecting you with spirits. When they drug you, they drugging you with spirits. When they diagnose you, they diagnosing you with spirits. They don't reveal these things. It's kind of like they have society, the whole world convinced to, instead of going to the natural route, now you have to go to a witch or a sorcerer to preserve your life. So that's why it is important not to go to the doctors. And even if you hear the diagnosis, totally ignore it. Listen, doc, just tell me what's wrong with me. Don't use Greek or Latin terms. I'm recently studying this, and it's like, yeah, I'm far in it, but I'm never gonna practice this on people. The only reason why I went into it is to understand the body, and you could simply see just from the first few days of studying it, they using spirits from way back then up until now, and just don't tell the people. Nobody's doing the studies. So I just wanted to bring that forth. It's a few other things, but even when the sister said that it was a false diagnosis, they placed a spirit on her, and that spirit killed her. That's really what it was. Go ahead. Somebody was trying to speak, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of deep. Hey, all that you brought forth was kind of deep. Thank you, brother. That was and much we could say on that. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of addition to it. You just, like when you're talking about parasites attack the nervous system. The nervous system controls the way you think, you perceive, the way you, the way you operate. So if parasites are attacking your nervous system, you're going to operate differently. That's what spirits do. They make you operate differently. You either want to fight, you be sad or mad or angry. Sometimes you have different personalities, which are simply different spirits. But yeah, I mean, it's a deep topic. More studies to it, but blessed.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you again. Always profound. Bless you.
Shalom. Thanks for that, brother. Like I said, whenever we're doing a show like this, it just going deep, man. The information that come out, the people that calling in, the testimonies, it's like, it's real. You understand me? It's a real thing, man, that we're dealing with, boy. Deep,
I thank the Most High that He's waking our people up. It's just a shame that the majority of our people will not get it. I mean, the places where it need to be heard is seldom heard. Like there's got to be a way where you can get to these institutions, to these schools at an early, the kindergarten, middle school, high school, colleges. You understand, PTA meetings, just meetings amongst people who can influence the population. It's just tough because everyone don't have access to the internet, so just want to put that out there.
Yeah, man. Like, we have to just, keep plugging on and pushing it, man, you understand me? And it's like the whole HIV argument. I mean, I know people diagnosed with it. You understand me? I know people personally that think that their life, is short. You understand me? Because of this. So it's like, this topic is a close topic to me. You understand me? Meaning, this information, I want to get it out there. ASAP.
Well, I'll tell you what. Once it's done, you take the archive video, put it on the CD, and let them listen to it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna have to do, man, and put it out there. You understand me? Because there's no people.
Yes.
I know enough people right now, worried about this. You understand me? And then you get a place like Jamaica where when you're diagnosed with HIV or whatever, and you can't the medicine, you can't even afford the medicine. You're on another problem. So you're directly thinking that, well, okay, I'm out. You understand me? And like the brother just said, it's like, these things are parasites within you, and your whole mindset is different. When someone thinks that they got nothing to live for, that person is dangerous. You understand me?
Yes. And a matter of fact, we're going to have her on soon. This woman named Caroline, and I'm going to see if I can get her on. Depends on who can get her on early. And she deal with that. She deal with testing the blood that can find parasites. And a matter of fact, I got the stuff in my refrigerator. You take it for a week, and the parasites leave your body.
Right.
So, and it so happened, Bill Gates, the Satanist, he came out with a speech over about 2 months ago, saying that the problem in Africa is that a lot of the Africans, they don't have enough parasites in them to fight some of the diseases. So he done cooked up a concoction of vaccines and different things that can actually shoot a parasite, an ugly parasite, into the bloodstream, knowing that parasites eat up your nutrients, and they're part of the issue we deal with every day. So he want to let loose parasites on the poor population who is starving already. Let me tell you, that guy, I mean, if people can't see him and his wife, they are the devil. Straight up. I mean, if Satan had a face and a body, and if Satan had a regular visage, it would be Bill Gates. He's the devil, okay? So he want to take these children who are already suffering with false diagnosis and starvation and shoot parasites in them that will eat up the food and the nutrients that they can hardly get already. They're not dying fast enough for this guy.
Mm-hmm. That's what what's it called? Bob Tuskin was saying, is that these people are hungry, but yes, you're giving them a vaccine. Why not give them food and clean water? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need food and clean water.
Mm-hmm.
They're not diagnosed with HIV and all that. You see them and look at them and like, oh, they starving. These are the same starving pictures we seen coming up early when we was in the 80s, when they would show people starving on these little television shows, telling you send 30 cents a day or 30 cents a month. It's the same thing. These people are suffering from malnutrition, not AIDS. But anyway, who else we have here?
1 minute. All right, one sec. Let me just see. Let's bring in brother Greg.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom, brother. How
Shalom.
you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, I had a couple comments and one comment and a question. One of the questions is for Elder Ricard. I hear you talk a lot about natural curing, and I'm one of these people that if I got a headache, I just don't have it, because I don't like taking medicine, vaccinations, or none of that. But I mean, I would like to know, like, is it a list of like natural things you can take? I heard you say a couple things about asthma. Just on the last call, you had mentioned something about something you could take to get parasites out your body in 9 days. That's one question that I have. On the other end, my mother, she has diabetes, and the one thing about it that is a real problem is that me and her, we have, just like I hear a lot of people say when we on these phone calls, that you try to get them to understand to stop eating pork ribs, stop eating all this stuff. And she's basically taking like 20 pills a day. You know what I mean? They got her on all these pills. They got her on that little Monday through Saturday little box. But I mean, I wasn't a diabetic, but I was close to high blood pressure at the time. until I recognized what the problem was about eating pork. And ever since I stopped eating that and I started eating natural, I haven't had no problems with my left side of my body feeling numb after I eat a pork chop, different things like that. I haven't had that problem. And I try to talk to her about it, but she's like, well, if God, God gonna send me to hell for, eating pork, and I guess that ain't my God. Different things like that. I know, you can't help nobody unless they want to help themselves, whether it's your mother or not. But I still wanted to know if it was like a remedy or something that I can kind of prove to her that works. You know what I mean? Because like for me, just letting pork go works. But now she's already diagnosed as a diabetic, and she believes the doctors more than she believes me. But yet she go to go to church every Sunday and believe in the past all these different things. But that's another question. Go ahead.
Okay, well let's deal with the reality, and let's talk about it from both sides. We got to speed it up because I want to get to the next caller, but I want you to hear this real quick, all right?
Okay.
Let's deal with, and I'm going to answer the question on, I have some stuff in front of me. I'm going to tell you what that is in a moment.
Okay.
Let's deal with it from both sides. On the spiritual side, our black people, spiritual, they go to church, they come to trust in the Lord and trust in Christ, and they're taught that God had put these doctors here to know better and to help us, right?
Right.
But on the other side, the majority of doctors are atheists. They don't believe in God at all. And as a matter of fact, they frown upon anyone who do believe in God and don't trust their medicine or pharmaceuticals. So on the other side, these people who are spiritual are claiming that God set these doctors up. The doctors who don't believe in God themselves. So they just need to start thinking, and I want to put this out there. Then, if you can look at your population, if what you see with your own eyes is not proof enough that something is wrong, then there's not much we can show you. Like example, what is the age rate, or what is the what you would call the mortality or the age? How long do people actually live with diabetes? You don't see too many people 65, 70 years old walking around with diabetes.
Right.
So that alone tells us that there's more people dying with the diagnosis than being cured from it. That's common sense, because the people with diabetes,
I agree with that.
They're getting their feet cut off, they're getting their legs cut off, and it's more so, brothers and sisters out there, it's our ignorance and trusting in the medical system. Okay?
Right.
What's causing the numbness, what's causing the bad blood circulation is the insulin. The insulin is the poison.
Right.
Now, another thing, there's no such disease as diabetes. There's no test you can get that say, okay, a disease is something you can catch. All right? You can't catch diabetes from another person. Diabetes is a false diagnosis of what we would call nutrient deficiency.
Right.
So if you're not getting enough nutrients, your body cannot naturally deal with the levels correctly. That's what's really going on. It's deeper than just sugar.
Right.
You eat the right things, and you're cured in a week. Now, the problem we have, again, it comes to the ignorance of our people who are dealing with bad eating habits and believe that because of these bad eating habits, this is the way God made me or whatever the case is, and I'm not going to change.
Right.
And they're saying, well, my grandmother and my grandfather lived all these years eating pork and they was fine. Yeah, but your great-great-grandmother didn't grow up with McDonald's, didn't grow up with all the corporate foods that are in your system. It's not as if it's just the pork that's destroying you, even though it's a key contributor. It's not just the pork. So people will have to decide, our brothers and sisters have to decide whether or not they want to be healthy, whether or not they want to exercise and leave the pork alone. And I'm going to tell you, of course Satan knows that pork is an abomination. That's why they try to sneak it in all the food. Even food that you think don't have pork in it, they try to sneak it in. They know there's a demon that comes with force.